and welcome to today's desk stretch. My name is Chris. I'm the fitness professional down here in Houston, Texas. Today, I'm going to be leading us through this desk stretch routine. But if you'll just take a second to notice on your screen the March Mayhem flyer we have up, we have that starting this month. So join your favorite online classes to have them help them move forward in the tournament style bracket, as well as this one pot enchilada skillet looks pretty fire, so keep an eye out for that for this month's cooking demo. Okay, we'll get started here. Let me spotlight myself. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of your chair first thing here. Nothing too crazy. We're gonna do a nice, easy standing bent over toe touch. So I'm just going to place my palms on the front of my legs here, keep my legs nice and straight, and just let my palms glide down my legs here, my knees, my shins, letting the shoulders just hang, letting the head hang down, letting the hands travel down to the feet if you can get them there. If you can get to the floor, even better. But just go as deep as you can. I want to feel a nice stretch through the hamstrings, glutes, and hopefully releasing some tension in that low back here. We're just going to hang out here for just a moment. Slowly bring it back up. Push the hips forward at the top, shoulders back. We're going to use our chair for balance here, maybe the wall, whatever you have closest to you. Um, if your balance is better than mine, you may not need anything, but we're going to reach, pick our leg up, grab our ankle or the top of our foot here, and stretch out that quad. We were working on the back of the legs just a moment ago. We're moving to the front of the leg here. Nice deep quad stretch, pulling the heel of that foot towards your butt. If you have difficulties reaching your foot back here, you can use your chair like this, and then that might help. Okay. So here we're going to grab that other foot now. If you want to add a slight lean forward to get a little deeper into that stretch on that quad. Okay, and release. We're gonna go ahead and shift gears from legs. We're gonna work up into the back. So if your chair has a high back like mine, you can use your chair. If not, you can use the wall or your desk here. But what I'm gonna do, place my hands here, take a small step back, shoot my hips back. So I'm a good arm's length from the chair. Bending forward, pushing my head down through my arms here, opening up the outer upper region of my back here. You also might feel, depending on how deep into the stretch you can get, you might feel those hamstrings loosening up a little bit more, like they were with that those toe touches earlier. I'm gonna lift up a little bit, release one arm, leave the other up there, and we're gonna do the same thing but with a single arm. Get a little deeper of a stretch here. Back up, other arm. You may find here one arm needs a little extra love than the other. That's perfectly normal. Okay, back up to a standing position. I'm going to let us sit down here. So go ahead and grab your chair here. What I'm going to have you do is slide to the edge of your chair as far as you can get out there. Plant your left foot on the ground here, knee at about 90 degrees. Fully extend that right leg here, toe to the sky, heel to the floor, and I'm going to let my hands glide down that leg, going towards that, towards that foot there. If I can get the toe, I'm going to pull the toe towards me. I want to be feeling that calf stretch as well as that hamstring stretch a little bit more. If you can lean further, do me a favor, don't be so far forward on the edge of your chair to where you fall out like I almost did. If you can lean forward a little bit more, you get a nice deep stretch in the back of that leg there. Okay, back up to neutral here. Adjust yourself in your chair if you need to, and then kick that other foot out, plant this foot that you were just stretching on, and there we go. Noticing dirt on my shoe as I'm staring at it, trying to pull it to my face. Okay, and release. Ooh, I felt something get a little loose in my back there. Hopefully that'll help out a little bit. Now, we're gonna move to probably my favorite move here, a seated piriform stretch. So same thing, I'm gonna keep my left foot planted on the floor here, knee at about 90 degrees. That's the height I want my chair at. I'm going to sit my ankle on that knee, right ankle on my left knee, push my right knee down to where that shin is parallel with the floor or as close to it as I can get. Sit in that stretch for a moment, and to deepen that stretch a little bit more, go ahead and add a forward lean. Lean down towards that leg, keeping that knee pressed down. The outside region of that quad, hip, glute, and low back to side core area should be getting a nice stretch here, but mainly in the outside of that glute is what you're going to be feeling. Okay, sit back up. We're going to go ahead and shift that knee over like this. We're sitting cross-leg here, and I'm going to my left elbow on that right knee, swing my right arm behind me, either hook onto the chair back if you have one. If you have an armrest, push that to add a little bit of rotation. If you don't have any of those things, go ahead and place your hand on your hip and use this elbow on this knee to create torque. You want to put your shoulders facing to the right while your hips are facing forward as they can here. Okay, release back to neutral, drop that foot down to the floor. Now put the left ankle up on that right knee. Push that knee down. If you're anything like me, you're definitely noticing that you may be tighter on one side or the other. This stretch feels much more than the other one did, but now I'm going to go ahead and add that forward lean, get a little deeper into that stretch. Keep breathing, try to get into that stretch as best you can here. Okay, back up, shift that knee over to where we're sitting cross-leg, and we're gonna rotate towards our left now. Right elbow, left knee, swing that arm behind you. Okay, and release. Feet back to neutral here. What I'm gonna have y'all do to finish off today's class is we're gonna be seated in a nice neutral position here. I'm going to lean forward. My feet are planted below my knees here. I'm gonna reach forward and grab my toes, or as close to them as I can get. From this position, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my hips up, leave my hands as attached to my feet as I can, and straighten out your legs here. Same as with the toe touch in the beginning. Let those shoulders hang, let that head hang, stretching through the hamstrings, glutes, low back. And what we're going to do is slowly rise up here. So our legs are already straight. Drag our feet, our hands across our feet, ankles, shins, still letting the shoulders and head hang. Up over the knees now, up to the quads, pushing our hips forward, hands at our hips, shoulders back, chin up. Nice deep breath. Exhale. And that's all I got for us today. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.